Yes, yes, yes. Oh man. Apparently I had 4 weeks and I did it with 18 days to spare. Oh, I finished the Monster Blood event on Horror Town. And some people don't like Monster Blood, but Monster Blood was what drove me into Goosebumps, what actually allowed me to find a place. And now I did it. It's like I did it. I actually finished my first event. Yeah, of course, there's some sad things. Like, for instance, they shared from Better Call Dawes. Yeah, so they share some of the stuff from him. So that means that, yeah, there's just some things I'm like, we cool. I don't need it. We cool. But considering how much more I have to do, which, thanks to them, the slappy masks are a-okay. We don't need any more slappy masks. I am close to being done with um the usual masks you get if you actually are in near toxic chemicals and stuff. Excuse me. I'm actually very, very close to having those three. And all I gotta do now is just have the restock of 24-hour Monster Blood and Monster Blood Gelatin. So all I gotta do is just get 5 of those, and I got the house. I got the house. I got the house. And then after that, I most likely just allow obscurity to happen. Well, I guess technically we'll see how much coinage I have left, and then I guess I'll try to buy all 100% of it, I guess. I mean, it's like there's nothing else I could do with the coinage, so might as well try to buy as much as I can. But yes, I finished. I finished it. I finished the first one. I finished it. Oh my gosh, I finished it. And I didn't know how long I have. I'm like, how long are we going with this? Yeah, so for the story you don't know, the story that you're getting through is that Evan has returned. Evan actually came here. He's a prankster. Andy has came with him, and looks like Andy is gonna be like, we're not gonna ever get Andy apparently. Well, I'm not gonna ever get Andy apparently. And of course, as for Carly, I don't know when will we get Carly as well. But yeah, and apparently Andy has Evan has a little bit of a thing for Carly, but it's just subtly hinted at. Andy changed. Holy frick. What the fuck did you do to Andy? So he's going to the school too. He did some massive pranks. He allied himself with Mr. Wood. And then Slappy's like, oh, hell no. And he basically recruited, oh, damn it. Well, he recruited someone, and they both actually did kind of a prank war, and eventually, oh, it was funny that Mrs. I heard of it. She actually was like, oh my god, this has broccoli in it. That's funny. That was freaking funny. That was freaking hilarious. So they did some pranks, and eventually it got to the point of where they are tired of the pranks, and Mr. Wood actually somewhat copies Slappy, and then, well, instead of everyone ganging on Slappy and Mr. Wood, they just went on Slappy's freaking attack, and they made Slappy masks, and then kept on mocking him and crap, to the point of where he's like, screw you guys, I'm going out of this country. I'm getting out of this town. So Slappy actually left town because, oh my gosh. And as for Dawes, Dawes is mixed in. Oh yeah, don't forget Mr. Brewer. Dr. Brewer was into this. Was he into this? I think he kind of was, but anyways, Dawes was actually into this, and he's like, "Oh, I could make a fortune out of this," and eventually it gets to the point of where it got a bust like usual, and he's like, "Oh, frick, I'm out. See you guys. I'm out of here," and he just bolted again, or most likely he just went back to his freaking house and said, "Okay, frick, happy, safe at home for you." uh, anything else? If I'm missing something, it's because it totally sucks. uh, Not really suck. I just don't really remember all of it because I didn't do it in one sitting. So, yeah. Anyways, if you really want to have the coverage, Grim, I'm just going to call him Grim. Hey, Grim. He will have all the coverage you need. Yeah, he'll have the coverage you need. I will just basically give you a nice little rundown. How is everything? Well, first, there was a bump when it came to the whole "you gotta get a can of Monster Blood." And like, come on, Cuddles. For me, Cuddles. Go on, Cuddles. Go on, man. Come on, come on. It that took like at least a day or so to actually finally get Cuddles to give me the Monster Blood. I'm like, oh, thank God, finally. Oh my gosh, why are your days so long? But the good news is that for him, it takes an hour and 30 minutes for cooldown, and then after that, we can continue on. And plus, you can add Trigger into this and why in the world Trigger wasn't even into the story at all? Yeah, Trigger wasn't in the story whatsoever. What? What? Oh man, it's like he was in the story at all. So yeah, I don't think he really was actually in the story. He's just there because it's like we need one more character. So it's like, yeah, he became big. So all the ones who became big in the freaking books assemble, and that's what happened. Yeah. Anything else? Anything else? Oh yeah, so after that it was the masks. It was hard to get to the novelty shop, but finally I made it there, even though I had to cut some. It's like I had to pull all the stops out of this one. It's like, yeah, I had to pull on stops. I'm on a tight ship. I had to go as fast as freaking damn possible. And it's like, spare nothing. Sell anything you can. It's like, yeah, it's like I can go slower or I can go a little bit more. It's like I don't know how fast I need to go, so I just went as much as possible. Yeah, and then the novelty shop, I think, actually was pretty decent for the most part. They always gave me the mask I need. Now I just need how many more masks? Four. I just need four. Four more, and I actually will be able to finish off with the freaking. Then again, it was Monster Blood. He had a Monster Blood issue. And then here's one freaking glitch. I was like, what the hell is this? The glitch was they wanted me to have two peanut butters and two 24 Monster Bloods. I already had one peanut butter done and it didn't count it. And I'm like, what the fuck is this? It's like, yeah, now thanks to your sorry ass for not counting it, I had to use one extra Monster Blood can that could actually have been used elsewhere. Even though, given I'm still trying to get a 24 Monster Blood and the gelatin ready, it's fine. It's fine. It does go. It's not like you wanted me to get a clown mask, which clown masks. Yeah, the clown mask only was useful once, and you're able to sell that. You're good. So yeah, the big strategy out of all of it is at the very end, especially the slappy masks, do not sell those. If you sell those, you're causing yourself extra crap you have to deal with. Don't sell them. Don't sell them. Tell Sator to go screw himself. He's like, hey, dude, I'll buy a slapping mask from you, man. I'll buy five of them, all slapping masks. I'm like, shut up. I need them. Shut up. It's always your fault. Always your sorry ass fault. I need all the stuff that you're trying to sell me. How about the stuff that I don't need? You try to take it from me, you bastard. It's like, yeah, the flashcards. Oh my gosh, the flashcards. It was that scenario all over again, where it's like, oh, you could just delete the flashcards and you have extra space. And I'm like, that's not how things work. Usually, you can actually sell stuff. And if I sell stuff, it actually will help me instead of being like, oh, I'll just throw this away. And then it's like, yeah, but apparently, like I actually looked, the flashcard pile up, it's like as soon as it was done, it was worth over 700 coins. I mean, yeah, you could say, oh, that's not anything, but it's like it is. It's something. It is something. It's enough to make the freaking monsters go crazy over there. Rampage, rampage, and it's like, yeah, you want me to sacrifice that coinage for space when you want to buy stuff from me? It's like, yeah, I just have to wait for you to not be an idiot and buy what I want you to buy. You damn bastard. Stop trying to buy stuff I need to keep. You want the feathers I got from the freaking scarecrows? Up yours. I can't make you do that. I can't let you do that because if I do it, then when I need to have that dark potion or whatever. So I want you to go to the witch over there and say, hey, You don't need those feathers. It's like I dare you to go to that witch in that freaking tree house of whatever. Like I dare you to go over there so you can get the freaking feathers. And most likely what she's gonna do is pimp slap you and say, "Yeah, I'm putting a spell on your sorry ass. Now you can't turn into a monster anymore. Now you're purely human. Go fuck yourself." That would be awesome. Yes, it's like Sayer deserves to get screwed over somehow because there's just too many times where it's like an accidental click and what I need is gone because your sorry bastard decided to forget. Okay, sorry. You're trying to turn this into a freaking rant. So what I think of the event, I think the event is great. It's just sad that I can't get Evan. That's 400 Goosebumps bucks. Sorry, I can't do that right now. So, oh well. And will I actually be interested in Evan? Not really. I mean, he's not really bringing anything to the table. Only thing he's doing is just actually, as soon as this is all over, I think Cuddles will be no more and Trigger will be no more. They'll just be. And how in the world are they actually considered citizens? What? Like, how does that work? I don't understand that part. How is it they all are they citizens? I don't get it. It's just like was it Davy Duck? Harvey Duck. Anyways, the duck funniness. That duck who actually trying to remember the name of the duck. But anyways, he actually carries toxic waste in a wagon. He is not considered as a freaking character that you can actually do stuff with. Well, it's been a long time, but I'm pretty sure he doesn't do anything. Just like the fuzzball, he goes, "Eek, eek, eek," but he's not doing anything. He can't do anything. So I really hope. Well, I think they can do something. The good news is that they will be able to do something. And yes, I use them sometimes, but for doing the rampage, you can't really actually have them do something because that means that they will not be able to do the rampage. And then I'll actually miss one rampage because the closest thing that you could do is 3 hours and 45 minutes. And it's like, but I need them now. As for this thing itself, I think it was pretty cool. It's pretty awesome. I am okay with it. They gave us enough time. Hopefully they can actually figure out how exactly can they give us enough time and not give us way too much time. Excuse me. And Simpsons Tap Out, when I finish it, usually when I finish an event with Simpsons Tap Out, I know it's messed up to be like, you keep on mentioning that game. But it's like the game is exactly like this one. When I finish Simpsons Tap Out, it's like 4 days left when it comes to an event. It's like usually it's 4 days left, and I'm like, oh well. And sometimes I don't make it because I just don't make it. Like Lisa's tree thing, I didn't make that at all. And it's been so long. So if you know what event I'm talking about, yeah, that's how long it's been since I did an event. And sadly, none of my tablets actually are able to have the Simpsons Tap Out game. And I'm like, I want it back. I finished the monorail and then it didn't save it, and now I have to do that whole connection crap again. It's like I connected perfectly and then it fricked me over. I'm like, why? Uh, but hey, apparently, yes, you can definitely do this. You can do this. Don't lose hope. You can do this. If the math is correct, I did it in 12 days, but I need to do a little bit more because I need the house. But I think 12 days is where I actually did it. It's like it's either 12 or 10 days. Yeah, I think it's 10 to 12 days. So I did it. I just got to get the house. Then after that, I will spend all the coinage and everyone who is a slave to me, which was, of course, Mrs. Dark was a slave, Lucy was a slave. Damn it, I don't remember his name. I want to say Ralph, but that's wrong. Like, that's wrong. Eric was a slave to me, and Marty was a slave to me, and Sam, which Sam has a glitch. And for those who don't know, Sam's glitch does not only just go with the one of you gotta get Halloween candy. No, it actually works for flashcards. So if you hand out the freaking promotional stuff, you'll get three. And that just takes 5 minutes. So it's like, yeah, spam the hell out of them. Because if you think about it, so you can do it every 5 minutes, right? There is, of course, 12 minutes in an hour. It's like it's 12. You can do it 12 times in an hour. Then you can do 12, 12. So it's 144. 144 times 3 is actually do 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 do. Oh, it's over 400 most likely. It's like most likely it's over 400. So yeah, um, definitely a good one to go for. Well, anyways, I kind of fatigued, so I can't really do it right now. But yes, just note that he's a good asset, and it's better not to do the freaking 1 hour and 30 minutes thing. It's good to do the 5 minutes. Yeah, it's better to do the 5 minutes thing. So just saying, it's a good idea to do that, and good luck out there. Hopefully, I put this post haste so it doesn't actually look like a total moron being like, oh, well, I put it a week later. It's like, you're a moron. You're a freaking moron.